My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, I will be bringing to you a very wonderful emergency Twitter space held by the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, where he unraveled a lot of mysteries, or should I say a lot of things that have been happening around the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, where the illegitimate president has been poisoned, and many more that you will hear in this video. But before we dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you're new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon so that anytime you upload another video, you'll be well notified. Other than that, let's jump into it.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome every one of you to this emergency space tonight. Unannounced space, and I know a lot of you may be surprised. I have come to brief Biafrans on the progress we are making to make sure the enemy does not leave, to tell the story of how they have killed, mastermind the butchering of our people in Biafra land. We are fighting spiritually, physically, and otherwise. So my fellow Biafran, I have just come to share story, very briefly, of what is going on with the caliphate and those who say that Biafrans cannot leave. Those who say that Biafra will not come over their dead body. They will all die and Biafra will come. I want you people to understand this evening that the criminal in Asorock, the drug lord in Asorock, is now a walking corpse. When I was responding to one idiot the other day, I told them that Yorubas, prominent so-called Yorubas, have always getting killed by the Nigeria state. Either they died in prison or they kill them by injection, or they assassinate them on their way to somewhere. It has always been like that in the history. The only difference is that this particular drug lord called Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. I have said this several times, and I have waited for them to challenge that particular claim. He is from Guinea. He came to Nigeria because Nigeria was then a safe haven for criminals, just like it is today, even worse. Tinubu was pushing drugs for Ibrahim Babangida. He was one of the cartel that the Nigeria army then used. You know, they used a lot of people. A lot of people that made money in those days. They were all into drugs. Babangida was the head of the cartel. So when you carry drug to Murtala Mohammed Airport, you have a cover-up by those at the airport. Once it comes from the military, Supreme Council of the military, whatever they call it then, nobody checks you. Their connection, the cartel connection, run across entire Africa to Europe, Asia, America. And so they were highly connected. So Tinubu was one of those that were used by the military administrators to push drugs. They manipulated their way to make him a Nigerian. They made sure they sponsored him. With their power, he became a Lagosian. From Lagosian, he became the governor. Every step of the way has been with impunity. Tinubu life is example of impunity. And then what he did was to begin to empower people that are around him. So nobody asks questions. He begins to fix them. And whenever he empowers you, you owe him a duty. The duty is never to betray. So he used the opportunity to empower the people. I don't know whether it's an empowerment, because it's a corruption empowerment. Give people that doesn't merit positions without merit. Just like you see this criminal Koyem in Lagos. These are the kind of people, he empowers. Criminality. And then he began to build his political empire. Every military personnel in Nigeria then knows him. When Abacha came, was this Abacha? When he ran away from Nigeria, was because they know him very, very well. And because he was not, he is not and was not a military personnel. So when that particular president came, the military dictator, he ran away to exile. He did not run because he has one status or another. No. He ran away because they know he was their drug bed. He was the drug bed of many military personnel then. And he ran to exile. He said he doesn't believe in Nigeria. Everybody saw the news. Anyway, I'm not here to tell this story. What I'm here to inform Biafrans and those who love us is that those, the oppressors, the killers, those who are butchering our people, thinking that they have power, they are going down. As I'm talking to you today, they have injected the idiot. And he can no longer walk. I raised the alarm. People thought I was joking. Of course, Biafran knows I doesn't joke when it comes to information like that. They poisoned the idiot. Because I also exposed the coup. They wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill many prominent men. And you know what? I exposed them, and because of that, those plotting the coup re-strategize and change their plan. The reason I will continue to bust them, because the time that kind of thing can happen is not yet. We control what happens in Nigeria. we will push them and show them where to fall. So I have come this evening with an emergency information so that the coup plotters and the enemies, those enemies surrounding the criminal, the drug lord, will see how to revive him. And I doubt if they will revive him. You can imagine where the wife is the one controlling Asorock. The wife is the one telling who is going to come there and who is not going to come there. And she thinks that those people that they are surrounding themselves in their place there, they are happy. Nobody is happy with the woman. The reason I'm mentioning this today is so that I will scatter this plan, and the next plan I will not, because I know before they will regain themselves, re-strategize again, it will take time. I want everything they are going to do, let it be on October. From October. Not now. So, the woman called Remi Tinubu, is that her name? What is the name even? When somebody comes in, you can tell me. The wife of this drug lord is the one controlling the presidency. And none of the northerners are happy with her. Of course, they will not tell them. Shetima is not happy. The caliphate is not happy because the woman is controlling what is happening in Nigeria today. So they decided to call it a day and decided to wire the idiot to poison him, took him a very good injection. Today, he is lying very critically ill. And I challenge them. If they say that what I'm saying is lie, let Tinubu make video. Let them come on national television and call Tinubu, even on the phone. Let the stupid Nigerians hear him. He can't talk. And all of a sudden, they release a statement. They release statement. They say Tinubu can no longer go to, what is it called? They say the Minister of Foreign Affairs to now represent President Tinubu at US-Africa Summit. Complete rubbish. And then they went ahead to say Vice President Kashim Shettima, who was originally scheduled to represent the president, was unable to make the trip following a technical fault. Which technical fault? With his aircraft, forcing him to make a detour to the device of the presidential air fleet. Now, if the flight of the terrorist Shettima has a fault, which flight is the Minister of Foreign Affairs going to use to go to the same journey? Does he have a UFO? Is he going to use UFO? If actually that the terrorist Boko Haram Shettima was scheduled to go to that place, even if the plane developed fault, he will go with the same plane that this minister is going to use to go to that place. And I tell you, there is a technical fault in the plane. Government of lies, propaganda. But this time around, I am here to punch all the tires. We will not give you people breathing space. So I want the whole world to know that this man in Asorock cannot survive. I am telling you, because the poison they gave him was a very strong one. And he's very weak. He can't talk. He can't walk. He can't do anything. Who knows whether he don't buy safe? I will still bring the news if it happens. Believe me, I will be the first person that will announce it. Because Bible, which I believe, told us, suffer the witch and wizard not to leave. These people are worse than witches and wizards. That's why we'll continue to pray to our God to make sure all of them die either by this poison that they have injected him or by the natural call, which is very close to him. You can't kill Biafrans and expect to enjoy peace. It's not possible. We follow you spiritually, physically, and otherwise. And today, I am more closer to you in Asorock than you can ever be to me. That is the information. My fellow Biafran, like you all know, I did not, plan to be on the space today, but just this information to those gullible Nigerian internet fraudsters who were hoping that this drug baron has come to give them more safe haven to continue to commit crime internationally. And those who think that a drug lord has come to kill the entire Igbo nation and Biafra and to punish all the people that believe in Biafra. And the caliphate they are going to use him as a Yoruba man, because you know how they do. They like to use tribe against tribe. So now it is a Yoruba man, so let them use him very well. Unfortunately, the wife is the one controlling everything in Asorock. Asorock doesn't even exist as it is today. Shetima don't want to go to this particular meeting because this man will die, and when he come back, the military will take over. You don't know what is going on. He don't want to go. He don't want to go to that particular meeting. You know what happened to this idiot called Gowon? Was it Gowon? He was somewhere in Ghana. Was it Gowon? That coup. Before somebody came to him while he was in is it African Summit or whatever. He was there. They were announcing, came to him to tell him that there is coup in Nigeria. He overthrew the idiot while he was away. And then this man, now, when he know that this Chief Tinubu, the drug lord now is completely down. When I'm saying that, I'm saying this thing with authority. Like this Lotus who is here giving a thumb down. Now, these are the people who, every time we are on space, they come here. If you give them mic, they don't talk. They lock their profile. And all they do is to stay and listen. And of course, they are learning a lot. So, Shetima don't want to travel because if he travel, Tinubu may die any moment. And then if he dies, then if he in that place, he doesn't know what is going to happen. So, as the vice president that is positioning himself now to become the president, we will sit by the corner. My own is that let him not die yet. No, he can't die. He can't die. Let him not die until October. So those people that are in Asorock, if you know whatever you are going to do to sustain him with drugs, whatever you will do to sustain him till October, do it. Do it. Otherwise, he's not going to survive in the next couple of weeks.